On this Acharei Mot Shabbat, when Aaron the Kohen Gadol, the big kahuna, the high priest, is told not to come before the Holy One without the proper preparation at the proper time, the tale of Rabbi Israel of Rishon rings true. One Shabbat, Rabbi Israel, visiting the Apter Rebbe, waited a very long while before beginning his morning prayer. When asked when he was going to begin his prayer, he responded with this story. A king set an hour every day when his subjects could come with requests. One day, a poor man came to the palace at a different hour, asking to see the king. The guard snapped at him, "Don't you know? This is not the appointed time." To which the poor Jew replied, "This only holds true for those who come to see the king, seeking things they need the king to do for them. But I want to talk to the king about what his realm needs, what I can do for the king." So it is with our prayer's ultimate purpose. Look around at the realm out there, the reality of our very broken world. And beyond the needs you bring to the Holy One of all being, the king or the queen, consider your conversation with the sovereign of the universe about what you can do for the Holy One. How good, how beautiful, how awesome. Where I come from, we'd say how wicked cool it is that all of us are here together. And we always begin, because our world needs it and we need it, with light. The Moors, come on up. Mom, come on up. Dad, you're going to sit right there. Even though you could come up, there's nothing wrong with you coming up, Dad, but sit right there. Generation, come over here. Come over here. Mom, this is you.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
I'm going to light those candles.
Okay.
Help Mom light those candles.
Yeah, you do.
It's not going to come out of there, so hold the whole glass thing. Yep.
Shel Shabbat.
We turn the page and rise for Kiddush. Did I tell you the page, by the way? All right, we're still turning the page. I think it's 121.
Close, 123.
Or 123.
2 and a 3 ain't bad. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemase bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim ki vanu vacharta beotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
What is it? It's wine. It's just wine. It's wine. It's a little wine. It's okay. I made it this morning. It's great.
It has the vintage of this morning. Okay, you can go sit down. On page 647, you find the words of Ozi V'Zimrat Yah to begin our music. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. Ozi v'zimrat Yah, vayhi Lishua. Ozi v'zimrat Yah, vayhi Lishua. Ozi, 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 v'zimrat Yah, vayhi Lishua. 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 My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength and my song come from you. My strength and my song, my strength and my song, my strength Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu nekadma, fanav b'todah. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu nekadma, panav b'todah. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, bizmirot baria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. On page 138, we welcome the Shabbat bride with verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When Lachado D comes to its completion, we'll also greet one another. The words of Lachado D 138. Lachado D, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lachado D, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zahor b'dibur echad, yishmianu el hameyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem ultiferet v'litila. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikedem nesuchas, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, toreri, kiva orei, kumi ori, uri, uri, shigaberi. Kevod Adonai, alayich nigla. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ater ba'ala, gam besimcha u'betzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala, lechado di, likrat kala, penei Shabbat
On page 146, we remain standing as we transition seamlessly to the Baruch Hu, page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
To what does the Baruch Hu call us? We are called by the Holy One of Blessing to be a blessing. So, just to mix things up, do we share at this moment a special blessing for one who has been a blessing to us for so long? Minna, come up here. I'm going to open the ark. Just of note, Minna has done nothing yet. We're going to open the ark a little bit. You guys can stay seated. We just want the radiance of the Shekhinah, God's presence, to envelop us.
Gabby's on 95 going into the Merritt because the highway is closed down because the...
It's so unlike Minna not to talk at this moment. Come over here. Come over here.
He knows me, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. Yeah, stay right there. Hold my hand right here. Hold my hand right here. Mi sheberach avotenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May the one who blessed our mothers and fathers before us bring blessing upon this uniquely wonderful member of our LT family, celebrating this week 8 decades of purposeful, fully present living. Minna, as your compassionate concern, calling out what's wrong and working to make it right, coupled with your commitment to congregation, as a member, a leader, as the life partner to a leader of leaders, continues to inspire us to act with the same world-repairing care you do every day, seeing what's broken, trying to make it better, with a Peace Corps kind of purpose that helps every soul feel seen. So may you always know your menschlichkeit remains our model. And as together with Bob, you raised your kids here, forging the congregational family with Gabby and Suze, now Mehdi, your family by your side, helping so many feel like part of our LT family by making them part of your own family, people like me and Susan among them. Through your outreaching hands and endlessly caring heart, so may you know how treasured you are in this temple family. And with the loss and the challenges you've faced, as your deep appreciation of life's daily miracles, the blessing of a ripe peach or a fresh garden tomato teaches us, as it has your grandson Emmett, what a gift life can be if we but open our eyes. So may you know, by being the ever-authentic, zestful spirit you are, your life embrace helps open our hearts to what a wonderful world it is when we share it. So Minna, with health and wholeness a given, with goodness filling your days and years, with all our love abounding, may we come together in celebration of all you do and all you are for years upon decades yet to come. And let us all say,
Amen.
love you. Love you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I אני רואה בחלוני את שמורי לך וגם לי, אני שר לעצמי איזה אחלה עולם. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. והיום כה יפה וקלי כל כך לומר שאני אוהב אותך. השמיים חולים, ענן הוא לבן, והבוקר בהיר, ובלילה בשל, ואחלום לעצמי איזה אחלה עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. We turn to Shema
On page 152.
and rise. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, Liot lachem leElohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Who is like you, O God, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? In the whirlwind of recent weeks and months, the world's been quite the roller coaster ride. Between the ongoing war, the surge of hostility on college campuses, and the heartfelt calls for the hostages' return, it's hard to not feel a bit shaken in our faith, isn't it? We might even find ourselves holding back on singing the praises of freedom of God. But you know, the hesitation we feel, it's like a fork in the road. It can either stop us in our tracks, or it can nudge us to pause and reflect on what we are still free from today. So as we join together in the Michamocha just soon, let's just not sing about the big miracles. Let's also lift our voices for the little blessings that often slip under the radar in our everyday lives. Page, hold on, 159. Not quite yet. We join together in Vishamru on page, I didn't get this page number, 162.
השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת ושמרו לעשות לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש.
We now rise and we turn to page 164 for the Amidah.
Adonai, sifatai tivtach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, bichamocha bal gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol, atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
God of old, we know the price of safety. We know the cost of security. We know the dangers ahead. This is not easy. This is not desired. And yet we cannot be held captive to hatred and violence. How much longer should we wait? Source of peace, help us fill the world with peace. Inspire us to be the Israel that brings goodness, blessing, grace, kindness, and compassion to all the world. L'hiot am chofshi b'artzenu Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. We join together on page 178.
אתה הוא מלך אדון, לך השלום, כי אתה הוא מלך אדון, לך השלום, וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני, עושה השלום.
We take the next few moments of silent prayer.
Michael Marmer, great rabbi in HC in Jerusalem and really was nationally one of the vice presidents of HC, did a drash on the word tikva, hope. And one of his three possibilities was that the root of tikva was the word kav, or the word rope. So what is hope? Hope is a rope we hold on to hold us up. We rise together as one congregation, holding on to that rope metaphorically, praying for those who face the future not fully whole. Armi Sheberach. Especially call to mind at this moment of prayer for healing Elise Silverman, Donna Bookstein, Brad Dembski, Eileen Mizzullo, Nora Kaczynski, Rabbi Sarah Friedson, Steve Gutman, Michael Murphy, Joel Brill, Jill Rhodes, Jackie Pearsall, Marion Froelich, Frank Fazzolari, Kara Rutman, Jack Blumenfurt, Millie Marmer, June Foreman, Irv Cohen, Kristen Harris, Jeffrey Amder, Barry Fenner, Abby Zatoun, Joanne Tobin, Ian Spear, Ariel Eden, Samuel Phillip, Jody Kahn, Joseph Spinelli, Andy Rosenthal, Enid Elton, Dick Stone, Paul Wiggins, Stanley Tereski, Marlo Wiggins, Pat Ryan, and Jerry Gallner. Will anyone here add a name in hopes of healing?
Okay, can everybody hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, awesome. So tonight we have a few moments to learn some Torah, which is going to be really fun, so get excited. The Torah portion this week, actually, before I start, I want to say how grateful I am that my mom is here visiting with us tonight. I'm really proud to have her here and get to meet all of you and see how wonderful this community is. So, hello to my mom. They go way back. Okay, now the real stuff. So, the Torah portion this week is Acharei Mot. Okay? Acharei Mot, it means after the death. After whose death? So this Torah portion is loaded with lots and lots of information. The death that we're talking about here is Aaron. He had two sons, Nadav and Avihu. And Nadav and Avihu got up to some crazy business together. And the one thing that was the big no-no is they drew too close to God. They came up to God with a strange fire. And because of that, God decided to kill them, decided that that was not okay. And so this Torah portion is about after the death of Nadav and Avihu and how Aaron is supposed to re-enter the community, how Aaron is supposed to repent about what his sons did, and all of that information. But for tonight, we're not going to focus on that information. We're going to stay focused on the title of the parsha, Acharei Mot, after the death. And what we're going to do is we are going to turn to learn from someone called Rava. You see it on the top of your page. Rava, back in the 5th century, Rava was a Jewish teacher. And Rava said that after departing from this world, when a person is brought to judgment for the life he lived in this world, they say to him. So after the death, we can talk lots of questions about dying. What happens when you die? Where do you go? What would you want to say to God if you were to meet God after death? Lots of questions. But we're actually going to focus on life, contrary to what you might think. We're going to focus on what would God ask you as you approach the gates of heaven. And so what are those questions going to be that we need to get ready for in this life that we're living so that when we appear to God at the gates of heaven, we're ready with those answers. So what we're going to do together, I'm going to need some participation, so get ready to participate. We're going to go through the questions that Rava poses, that these are going to supposedly be the questions that we're going to be asked. So we're going to start with the first one. And so I'll offer the question, and then I'll invite for each question for someone to volunteer to read what a different rabbi, a different theologian has to say about that answer to that question. Okay? So the very first question, did you do business with honesty and integrity? Did you guys think that would be the first question? Kind of crazy, right? Why do you think that that's the first question? Do we have any ideas? Why would that be the first question? We don't want people giving Jews a bad name. Okay. Anyone else have any ideas? Provide an honest living. Totally, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Any other ideas? Yeah.
Opportunity visits to interact with the stranger.
Totally. Yeah.
How you deal in business is just indicative of how you live your life in general.
Exactly. All of these are correct answers. Rabbi Israel Salanter comments. Do I have someone that wants to read it? Yes.
Integrity is the hallmark of a righteous person. We must strive to be honest and trustworthy in all our dealings, even when faced with temptation. Our commitment to honesty is a reflection of our character and values, and it is through honesty that we earn the respect and admiration of others.
Exactly. So very much aligns with a lot of what you guys were saying. Our business, whether it's paying for something, whether it's at our work, whether it's in school, turning in papers, taking a test, these are all things that are not connected as we would imagine directly with spirituality, with God, with our religion. And yet, this first question is telling us that it all is. It's all interconnected. And so how we act in this world should be connected to our faith, to our religion, to our spirituality. And so after this, does this kind of convince you why this is the first question? Maybe? Okay, let's go to number 2. Did you fix set times for studying Torah? Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel comments. Can I get a reader? Yeah.
Time is our most precious commodity, a gift from God to be used wisely and purposefully. We must establish a time for study and reflection, carving out moments of sacred space in our busy lives to connect with the divine. Our time is a reflection of our priorities, and it is through spiritual practice and learning that we find meaning and fulfillment.
Thank you. So this question, I think, goes beyond Torah, the physical Torah, right? I think this goes more to talking about, are we setting time in our busy, crazy lives to acknowledge the incredible education of just living? Forget reading a book, experiencing life around you. Are you taking it all in? Are you setting moments to learn what's around you, to study? And so I think it goes beyond the Torah, but how do we add spirituality into our everyday lives? Number 3, did you participate in the commandment to be fruitful and multiply? Now this question, somebody raised their hand. What would you think immediately this means? Have kids, right? That's like what's the obvious thing, right? You have to have kids, which, yes, is important. We got to keep the world going round. We need more Jewish babies, right? But I think that there's, how I view this question is I see fruitful and multiply as 2 separate things. I'll explain and then we'll read what the thinkers think. But I think that fruitful in the context of this is saying, are you taking advantage of God's fruits? Are you taking advantage of all the things around you, all the fruit that is going to help you, the you that's so unique and the you that's only you on this earth, to become your highest potential? And so are you really utilizing those fruits of God? And the second one, multiply, yes, it's to have more babies, but I also think it's to imply that we're not supposed to live in isolation. We need to be surrounded by others. And so let's now read what our thinkers think about them. So who wants to read Martin Buber? My favorite. Anyone? Yeah.
Every man's foremost task is the actualization of his unique, unprecedented, and never reoccurring potentialities, and not the repetition of something that another, and be it even the greatest, has already achieved.
Thank you. So this goes talking towards the fruit, right? We need to actualize our fruit, the fruit that we're given. And then Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, who would like to read that? Yeah.
We are not alone in this world. We are part of a larger tapestry of humanity, woven together by shared values, experiences, and aspirations. Our lives are enriched by other connections to others, and it is through our relationships that we find meaning.
Great. So that gives way to the multiply idea of the be fruitful and multiply. Yeah.
I also think it ensures a future.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely. All right, we're at number 4. Did you anxiously anticipate the redemption? So this, I think, means, did you sit around, did you crawl up under your blanket and say, I'm going to wait to come out when the world is good, when the world is good again, when there's no war, when there's no fighting, when there's no hate, when all my problems are no longer? Or are you going to go do something about it and do something to help the world become a better place? So let's read what Rabbi Heschel has to say. Who would like to read this one? Yeah.
Life is routine, and routine is resistance to wonder. Routine is repetition, and repetition dulls the spirit. But every moment is a new beginning. Every handshake is a promise. Living is not about the past or the future. Living is about seizing the current moment, about making the world a better place now. Redemption is not waiting for us in some distant future. Redemption is here, in the present moment, waiting for us to embrace it with open hearts and open minds.
Thank you. And now number 5. Did you engage in the pursuit of wisdom? Did we sit and say, you know what we know. We know it the best than anyone else? Or did we say, no, maybe I don't know some things. I could always be learning new things. I could always be changing my opinions. I don't have to have the same opinion I had today that I had yesterday. And so did we pursue wisdom? What did Rabbi Steinsaltz have to say about this? Who would like to read? Yeah.
The pursuit of knowledge is a sacred endeavor, a journey of discovery that leads us to greater understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We must not be content with superficial knowledge. We must delve deep into the depths of wisdom, asking probing questions and seeking profound answers. And we must be generous with our knowledge, sharing it freely with others so that they too may benefit from it.
Thank you. And number 6, did you have awe of heaven? Now this can mean a bunch of different things. The 2 things that come to mind when I see this question is, 1, did you look around the world and say, how did this all come to be? How did the sun that sets so beautifully, the colors in the sky, the oranges, the reds, the storm, the rain, the lightning, the flowers in the spring, how did this all come to be? Or do we just walk past it like it's mundane, another day? Or do we say, wow? And I think this also means, do we appreciate every single day we're given on this earth and realize how small we are in the context of the world? Do we realize that every day we have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow and that we need to seize the moment now? So what did Rabbi Cook have to say about this? Yeah.
Life is like a delicate thread, easily broken by the slightest breeze. We must live with the awareness that our existence is fragile and fleeting, held together only by the grace of God's kindness, and in awe and appreciation of the magnificent world which God has provided us, we find solace and wonder amidst life's uncertainty.
Thank you. And so we might think that's it, 6 questions. I did title it 6 questions. But surprise, I have one last question that's not on your sheets, and it's actually not in what Rava had to offer us. But this is something that I know Rabbi Sturkman likes to offer you a lot, Zusia, the story of Zusia. And so if you've heard it, I'll say it again. If you haven't, it'll be new. But the 7th question is, Zusia, why were you not more like Zusia? Zusia was so concerned that when he would get to the gates of heaven, that they're going to ask him this, but this whole life he's been wondering, how can I be more like Moses? How can I be more like this person and that person? How often in our world today are we trying to compete or look at this person and say, I should do that, or no, I need to be more like that? But I think this 7th question is so important to add, because when we go through life, we really need to focus on ourselves and what our highest potential is. And so I bring these questions tonight for many reasons. I wanted to really focus on just the title of the parsha, but I also want to offer that these questions will help recenter us amidst the times that we're in. When sometimes we feel so out of control, when life feels so chaotic around us, when we wonder, what can we possibly do to help the situation? How can we make sure peace is going to come sooner? Look at these questions, and you'll be reminded every day. Shabbat Shalom.
You know, the Aleinu actually asks us the question. Aleinu is the last prayer we say before Kaddish. What does the Aleinu ask us? It says, it's up to you. How are you going to make a world where God is one? That doesn't mean up there. That means right here. What are you going to do to make the world a little more connected, a little more compassionate, a little more concerned for the other? The person you think's a stranger but really isn't, is part of you. And so on 586, we're going to call on the Blanco family and the Berger family to come on up You guys are on deck, right? Are you on deck? There we go. Come on up. As we rise, 586. All right, you guys have that door. Alex, it's heavy. Got to pull it up. I mean, it's heavy.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gidula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kikuye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kimishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor alinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Making ready for Kaddish on 598. Note the last thing that our rabbinic intern, Ashura Boxman, quoted Rabbi Abraham Isaac Kook, who said, "The magnificent world which God has provided gives us or helps us find solace and wonder amidst life's uncertainties. There is one thing for certain, we will not be here forever." And so we know with life's limited time contract, we have to make the most of every day. But when we are faced with that loss, where do we turn to find solace? My favorite poet, David Whyte, Whyte, Scottish poet, from the book that Abby Shure sent me after Susan passed away, which is Gems. Here's his take on solace. Solace is the art of asking the beautiful question of ourselves, of our world, or one another in fiercely unbeautiful moments. Solace is what we look for when the mind cannot bear the pain, nor the heart bear the loss that eventually touches every life. Solace is the imaginative home we make where disappointment can go to be rehabilitated when life does not in any way add up. To be consoled, skip that. Solace is meant not to be an answer, but an invitation through the door of difficulty to the depth of suffering and simultaneous beauty that is mortality's miracle. As it asks us the exquisitely pointed question, how will you now shape a life equal to and beautiful as a world that can bring you into the light, and just as you are basking in it, take it away? With light comes darkness, with love comes loss, inevitably. And yet, we hold on to the love that remains. We especially call by name the Yortsites observed of Frank Stavis, Elvira Day, Gwen Jacobs, Toby Rosenthal, Stuart Fishman, Barney Goldberg, Harry Potash, Pearl Levy, Mary Halperin, Claire Rome, Samuel Brooker, Rhea Lippman, Doris Shapiro, William Perkel, Robert Schurer, Arthur Feiner, Stuart Fawcett, Naomi Keys, Phyllis Whitner, Phyllis Ansell, Catherine Biggins McGill, Tzvi Aviezer, Meyer Odes, Aaron Lerman, Fanny Leitner, Scott Harrington, Morris Schlossman, and Coleman Rottenberg, as well Leona Kahn, J. Stephen Dietrich, Sylvia Weiss, Gustavo Weissman, Frank Bivona, Corinne Schub, Natalie Hamburg, Sam Levine, Sarah Rutstein, Anna Davis, Samuel Goodman, Henry Rosenberg, Stephen Gessner, Pauline Adams, and Kurt Hiles. Will anyone here add a name in sacred remembrance? To those names, we link two. Recently, in the past 30 days, Shoshim laid to their eternal rest Dorothy Roberts, mother of our member Beth, along with Natan, Perry, and Stephen, Ingram, and Alyssa, grandma of 5, great-grandmother of 4. Dorothy was 99. And baby Eitan Lev, grandnephew of Alina Tugend. The memories of all of them are with us, along with the offerings of our own hearts, our grief, sympathy mingled, as we praise God for the sacred gift of memory, the gift of love that remains. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba, bi'alma divrach herutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, u'b'chayei decho beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen, Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam u'lomei almaya, Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shmei dekudsha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush berchata v'nechamata da'ami ran be'alma v'yimru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be our blessing. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Steve Lehman, President of the Larchmont Temple Board of Trustees, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all here with us tonight. Those of us who are part of our congregation and our family, friends, and guests who have joined us especially, everyone who's joined us on live streaming, we're so glad to have you all with us here. I want to start by thanking our clergy for another wonderful and beautiful service, and we especially have to thank the dynamic raven-haired duo of Cantor Katie Orangel and music and tefillah coordinator Lexi Weekly for just a spectacular musical performance. Lovely, lovely to hear. And our rabbinic intern, Ashira Boxman, who shared a really touching and meaningful teaching with us tonight, spurred on, I'm sure, by her mom's presence. You always do things better when your mom's there to watch you, right? I also want to thank our accompanist for tonight, who's joined us for the first time this evening, Ayelet Kogan. Thank you very much for being here with us. We appreciate it. A mazel tov in advance to our Benot Mitzvah, Amelia and Maddie Moore, who are going to be blessing us with teaching tomorrow, and their parents. Mazel tov to you, Lana and Derek. If you haven't had a chance to look at their drashes on the website, have a chance, read them before tomorrow if you can, or certainly read them after, or come and listen to them live, or do all of that. Do all of that. It takes it all to sink in. You listen to it a couple of different ways, but they both wrote, and I'm sure will speak beautifully tomorrow. A number of announcements. Let's see, on Sunday we have the Brotherhood Breakfast, topic, the future of sports and media. That'll be Sunday at 10 a.m. in the Garden Room. We're going to be joined by Russell Wolf, a former ESPN executive, and Bill Bergofen, the Yes Network executive, and they're going to talk about the future of sports and media. That's RSVP, if you can, ahead of time, so they know how many to expect. On Monday, we will have a Yom HaShoah commemoration here in the sanctuary at 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. We will commemorate the memory of the 6 million, uniting with generations of survivors and kindle the lights of memory. But also, we're going to be joined by Rachel Klein, who is the executive director of Hillels of Westchester, and she's going to speak with us about a topic that is sadly very, very relevant today, standing up to Jewish hate on the college campuses. So please join us for that, for any number of reasons. Social Justice is conducting an initiative of postcarding to get out the vote. It's nonpartisan, and that's going to be Wednesdays, starting this coming Wednesday, the 8th, and then also the 15th and the 22nd in the Garden Room, 6:30 to 8. If you need any extra incentive, there are refreshments being served, so you could write and nosh all at the same time. And then next Friday will be our LT Shabbat Yisrael, where we commemorate independence. And we're going to have a very special guest that I really encourage all of you to attend to see, Yoam Politzer, who is the CEO of Israel Aid. Israel Aid is enabling Israel's most vulnerable to survive. They are a humanitarian organization in Israel doing all kinds of wonderful things. Part of our fundraising early on after October 7th, a large portion of that went to Israel Aid, and they have done just wonderful, wonderful things with it. So please come and come for the service and come for Yotam Pulitzer. And if you need an extra incentive for that, there will be an Israeli-style oneg right afterwards, a festive oneg then. And then, of course, the great event coming up, LT Celebrates, our family-friendly event, Saturday, May 11th. That's 2 Saturdays, 1 Saturday from now, right? Next Saturday? A week from tomorrow, yep. 2 Saturdays, technically. Coming soon. It's coming soon. Let's just say that. That's at 4:30 to 7, and we're going to have a wonderful event in the garden, a garden outside, celebrating LT's 75th anniversary and the 36th anniversary of Rabbi Sirkin being here with us. Just yet another event, making such a wonderful simcha of such a wonderful time. So please RSVP for that. Really hope to see you all there. Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom.